think the next 10 years in the world, especially when we say employability, and in context to like VIT, if we say, in terms of employability, in terms of building entrepreneurship, technology is the mainstay. It is the core. Pandemic has proved to us that technology we cannot ignore. So women at the moment are only contributing 14%. If you see the MSME industry, in terms of the contribution to the GDP, we have a long, long way to go. So I think since it is a basic requirement that, digital is a hygiene, technology is a hygiene. So all women, it's in a way applied part. It's a very powerful, I think, means to an end today. And in the next 10 years, how the world will shape up, whether it's cybersecurity, whether it is cloud, whether it is artificial intelligence, and the jobs that we shape up, or the, if you see many people like Tesla and others, whatever they're creating, it's coming around technology in a big, big way. So women are the forefront runners, and they cannot be anyways lag behind. So technology is very, very important to go forward and contribute to the national economy for women, especially. Yeah,
that's a great answer indeed. Thank you.
Moving on to our next question. How much do you think the tech industries has changed since you joined?
I think, Shreya, technology has really changed the game. It's become so humongous. Imagine the companies 10 years ago. What were the companies that are present today? Apple was not there 10 years ago. Talk about Tesla. I mean, oh wow, like new names coming in.
Yeah.
So you see how the denomination is changing. Cloud is so big. Zoho. It's an Indian multinational. It's 1 billion plus. We have unicorns every week. I'm reading INC 42. We have unicorns jumping the bandwagon. So cloud is very, very important. I think it's really, really defined how we took music has shaped up. See how we Spotify kahan tha 10 saal pehle. It has totally changed the game. So apart from that, artificial intelligence and machine learning and data analytics, data has become gold in the last 10 years. Look at this. So I think, and even if you look at the Indian geography, people like Mukesh Ambani and these industry giants, they're acquiring digitally. They're moving from their conventional side of brick and mortar businesses to the high end, the sunrise industry. 3D printing and whatnot, and augmented reality and AR, VR, everything's going to redefine, and we're going to soon have electric cars. We would going to be having recharging stations. Petrol is going to be out. So see, the world's changing. Well, I don't know about India, but we're definitely going to have solar highways. The game is changing. The economies are shifting, and I think coming from the perspective of VIT, if you see all the people who are listening to us, we really have to really, really work at the skill set that we are building. How we can contribute to this entire large spectrum of things that are moving around us. That is what I'd say. I'll rather be brief. I can go on and on, but I think I'll motivate there's a chance to speak. So I think that is how there's a sea, there's an ocean, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Is what my answer is to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Deepa, ma'am, we found out that you were also featured amongst the MSME Top 100 Women Entrepreneurs Compendium in India by Shri Nitin Gadkari. Would you like to tell us what was it all about and how was your experience?
Yeah, ऐसा है कि I want to switch to Hindi and English both. I'm comfortable. So मैं awards को बहुत seriously नहीं लेती हूँ. There is citations to get in speeches like this, so I don't take these things very seriously. But I can tell you that I've had a very enriched journey. I started at the reception desk of a very small agency in Chandigarh at 3,500 rupees a salary. Today, I have a company 21 years later that I founded. We have close to about 1,000 employees. And I've also created an NGO which is known by the name of I Will India, under which we are running the Tech Supergirl Club, where we are mentoring 450 plus startups. तो जैसे आपने बोला कि ये वाइस फेलो जैसे आपका स्टार्टअप है, that is, we have about 450 women in cancer tech innovation, health tech, energy, solar energy. So I think I've been very fortunate to create the dots and build an impact. We recently did a program with about 20 incubators in different states like Kerala Startup Mission, FICCI, CII. तो एक इम्पैक्ट फुटप्रिंट बनाने में मैं कामयाब रही हूँ, बिकॉज एक पैशन और लगन. तो जितने भी लोग सुन रहे हैं, मैं जरूर ये बोलूंगी कि लाइफ में जो भी करो शिद्दत और पैशन से. तो मेरे को आपको बताने में बिल्कुल झिझक नहीं है. आई एम अ BSc होम साइंस ग्रेजुएट, वो भी जम्मू यूनिवर्सिटी से, ठीक है. बट आफ्टर दैट I studied in the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade after my child was born. And then there was no looking back. I've written a book on digital transformation, which has, by God's grace, done recently well. So the passion kept me going, and today people look at me as a tech savvy woman in my industry. That is the thought. So maybe नितिन गडकरी जी को लगा कि ठीक काम करिए तो उन्होंने मुझे कर दिया. So I'm taking it pretty, yeah. So that's it. My journey has been a very humbling journey. I have bagged about 13 awards. What I'm very proud of is that the experience that I've gathered over the last 20 years as an entrepreneur, and I've founded 4 companies in my lifespan, which has been a very, very promising thing for me. It's been humbling for me. That is how it is.
That was really insightful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Do you feel you have had to work harder than your male colleagues to advance in your career?
So my next question is that do you guys think it's like companies should have like a specific quota for women to join the tech industry or something like that? Do you feel it's necessary considering the ratio we have at present of women in tech?
Yeah, I also think that this is more about diversity and inclusion. So when I say we need to create a mind share, I think amongst the parents or people who are enabling that children, women especially need to get more skilled and they need to get into the workforce, and that is where the change will come. So grassroots change needs to come for this. I think the word quota is a different version, but I'd say yes, because we cannot deny that there are only 8% women in the leadership positions. So whilst I've been an entrepreneur, I also feel that in multinational and other places, there's still a lot of mindset issue that needs to change for women to come in the top leadership positions. That's one. And like I said, like Priyanka said, that at the grassroots in villages, parents still think that the girls' education has to be stressed. STEM can be adopted. So I think that thing has to be done. And I'm very proud to tell you that with Tech Supergirl, we're wanting to do this. We want to go to the last mile in India, and you want to get more and more women digitally ready to create a role, a pivotal role in this. Just to shape up India as a digitally ready, women ready country, digitally enabled country. That is my thought.
There is one thing we both are really like, we want to know about it, like really it matters a lot. Like, what is the biggest challenge for the next generation woman according to you, and how can we be a really strong model for them? So moving forward, what we want to know is what first sparked your interest in working in the tech industry? Deepa ma'am, let's start with you.
Shreya, I couldn't hear your question clearly. What sparked my interest in the tech industry? Got it.
What first sparked your interest in working in the tech industry?
One line answer. I'm very, very passionate about tech. I'm very curious. I love to read. I love to know what other companies are doing. I'm not a coder, but I can still answer questions if I need tech enthusiast. So only the passion takes you places, and that's what. And I thought I could really excel in this direction. And I think that kept me going. So was it short and sweet? Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. If there is one thing you would like this audience to take away from this session, what would it be? Deepa ma'am, let's go with you first.
Stick to your conviction, follow your heart, no matter what. Let the world say anything they want to, but just stick to your conviction, follow your gut, and you are the girl. You are the person out here.
A big thank you to everyone who is here with us virtually, the audiences. Thank you for actively participating. We've been looking at the chats as well. So you've been really active participating during the entire discussion. So thank you for that. And of course, like a big, big, big thank you to all the speakers, Priyanka ma'am, Deepa ma'am, Suhita ma'am, and Anjali ma'am, for taking out the time out from your busy schedules. Looking forward to more such inspiring discussions with you all in the near future. So thank you for joining us.